I am a complete noob in the programming world. Over the weekend, I wrote 4 different versions of the same code before I was satisfied with the results. Here's what I did. I was tackling the option number 2 in my menu. So in a JSON file, I created movies. While running the code, I'm opening those movies and populate the dictionary list into this movies list here. And what I realized was this. Find movie title, option number 2, and find movie by director, option number 3 in my menu, are pretty much the same thing, except for the fact that I'm looking for different key value pairs here than here. That was the first realization. The second realization is that in case of menu item 2, only one movie title, one dictionary will be returned by the function, whereas in find movie by director, there might be more than one dictionary returned because there's going to be more than one movie done by a certain director. So what I decided to do in my function, instead of returning one movie, which is a dictionary, or multiple movies, which is the list of dictionaries, I decided to go for a list of dictionaries in both. In that case, I can reuse exact same code. So let's see what I came up with over the weekend. So if option number 2 is chosen by the user in my display menu, there are 3 distinct steps, and the same distinct steps will be done if the value 3 was chosen in the menu, which is find movie by director. The steps are, I'm going to take the user input in both cases. However, in menu choice number 2, I'm going to ask for title, and key title will be searched for. In case of the menu 3, I'm going to ask for movie director name, full name, first and last name. I should actually maybe change it to like that. The next step after the argument for the function is provided and stored in the variable, here it's going to be movie title, here's going to be director name, I will call this function called search for movies. In both cases, it's going to be the same code, so I don't have to repeat it twice. It's going to be one code serving 2 menu items. In this particular situation, I will be providing for my function, the argument will be movie title taken from the user. If option 3 was chosen, it's going to be director name provided to the function. And that function is going to return something. That something returned is going to be list of items, and items in that list is obviously dictionaries, because each movie is a dictionary in my code. So that item list of dictionaries will be returned. In this particular situation, there's going to be only one title, one dictionary, but in this particular situation, and it's going to be stored in the movies found, in this option item 3, it's going to be most likely more than one movie, unless I have only one movie done by a given director. But I want to leave myself a choice so that I can iterate in both cases using the same code and display information about one movie or multiple movies, possibly if provided here. So I'm basically creating a variable which is going to be remembered what was returned after searching for my item, and that movie list containing dictionaries will be stored here. And in the third step, I'm going to call function show movies found, and I'm going to provide that as an argument to a function. So let's see now those 2 functions, search for movies and show movies found. They are here remembered in my code in item. I was trying to put some order here. Okay, here it is. Menu option 2/3. So in both cases, I'm providing here as an argument either movie title or director name. And what I'm doing, the first thing in the function, is I'm defining empty list. This is where I'm going to be storing what was found, if not, if anything at all. So create an empty movie titles list. Then for movie in movies, obviously movies is my list at the very top that is going to be populated while running the code taken from JSON file. In that list, iterate through values of the dictionaries. So for each movie in movie list, multiple movies, iterate through each value of each dictionary and find what we're looking for. Try to find what we're looking for. Search the value. If value in that list, so it goes through key value, key value, key value, looking for what? What I provided here, let's say movie director name or movie title. If that value is equal to what we're looking for here, we will say into the empty list we created here, append the movie that you were iterating over, and remember that. If that's the case, there are two situations. One, my searched value, director name, movie title, whatever that is found. In that case, we will return movie titles, that list that contains the items. If nothing was found, so I provided the information that nothing was found there, I will return keyword none, which is like a nothing, and we'll see how to react to that. So that's the first step. So I was looking for, so once the user input was taken, I was trying to find if there are pieces of information in the dictionary that we were looking for. If so, that movies found is going to be a list of elements, one or more dictionaries containing what we were looking for. The next was then, in that case, display. But again, there were two things that could happen here. One, we found the value in which we returned the dictionary or dictionaries, or we didn't find anything and we returned none. We need to react to both. So my next function that is called in the menu is show movies found. Show movies found, let's scroll down here, does this. So if movies found, so what I provided there was the list of dictionaries, one or more. If it contains at least one element, if it's not the keyword none, in other words, we will iterate through those, or we will loop through those movies found provided as an argument, and we'll store each time a movie dictionary will be stored in this variable. We will call another function display movie info, providing that dictionary as an argument, and once movie information has been displayed, we will print this line. And if there's more than one movie, we will just do this over and over until we deplete all the items. If the keyword returned from the previous search was none, that means there are no elements in this. This is in other words none. We will say I have not found movies matching your search criteria. Let's see how the code is run. So Python 3 movie collection. So now option 2 and 3 should work. If I go for option 2, let's look for things that for the movie title that I know that does exist in my dictionary. There's only 3 movies now there, but the Terminator here is in the JSON file. I get information about the movie. If I go for same thing and display something that is not in the dictionary, I get none, and what that returns, I have not found movies matching your search criteria. And the same code is now reused in option number 3. So if I go for option number 3, if I go for, let's say, Ridley Scott, there's one movie in my by Ridley Scott in my JSON file. That's Alien. If I go for 3, go for James Cameron, I have two movies by this director in my JSON file, it displays both. If I try to display something that is not in my movie database, let's say Steven Spielberg at the moment is not there, it returns none, and the option I have not found movies matching your criteria, search criteria, was displayed. Awesome. So I'm gonna add actually one more, find movie by genre, but that's gonna be in the next clip.